Yeah. Okay, so good morning, everyone.
Uh,
Really,
Sir, if you want to share your screen before the introduction, so you can share it now, or else I'll introduce you in the beginning, and then I'll hand over the session to you. So,
I would say you can introduce me then in the beginning
yeah,
itself.
yeah, sure, sure. So I think we are good to go. A very good morning to all. I, Rubia Farhas, on behalf of Maharana Pratap College of Pharmacy, welcomes each one of you in today's webinar. Students, around 60 to 70% of jobs are offered by the sector of pharmaceutical sales and marketing. So it has become very much necessary to understand the nitty-gritties of this particular profession. And today, to help us with the same, we have been joined by a very experienced person of the industry, Mr. Jairaj Nadar, Senior HR Manager working at Ajanta Pharma. He's our guest speaker for today's webinar. Mr. Jairaj is an HR professional with more than 17 years of experience in industry, which comprises of providing pan-India recruitment, resourcing and development, HR automation, employee engagement, training and development. And in his career stints so far, he has worked with many pharmaceutical giants like Alembic, Elchem Labs, Wipro, and many more. Today, Sir will share his insights on building a successful career in pharmaceutical sales. So without further ado, may I please invite Mr. Jairaj Nadar. Sir, the session is all over to you.
Thank you so much, Rubia. That was a wonderful introduction. In fact, you took me down the memory lane of 17 years back with different companies where I worked. So thank you very much.
Pleasure, sir.
Okay, let me just go ahead and share my screen.
Yeah. Vaibhav, could you help Sir to share the screen? Yes. So there is, in the center, you could see an option written as open share menu in the blue
Yeah,
color.
that's right.
Yes.
Okay, so I believe we all are able to see my screen.
So it's loading, sir.
Okay,
Yeah, now it's
great.
visible.
Okay, so my name is Jairaj Nadar, and I'm currently working as a senior HR manager with Ajanta Pharma. And I have 17 years of experience, and I worked for different industries. So I had a very humble beginning, wherein I started off as a medical rep 17 years back with Alchem Labs. Then I transitioned my career into BPO, and from BPO I moved into IT industry. And after working for a brief period in IT industry, I again moved back into pharma industry. So in a nutshell, overall 17 years of experience with 11 plus years into HR. And that's my contact number in case if you'd like to get in touch with me later on. And that's my email ID, jairajmn@gmail.com, along with my LinkedIn ID. So once you finish off with your D farm or a B farm, we all have a big question. And everybody has the same question in their mind, like what next? So matlab karna kya hai after D farm or a B farm, right? So I would say in general, these are the options that is available for you once you've done your D farm or a B farm. You can either opt in for a higher studies, you can go for a job, which could either be a government job or a private job. Or if you have a good family backing, you can even start off with an entrepreneur. So these are the three options which I would suggest you can take up once you have done a D farm or a B farm. So when it comes to higher studies, it's my humble request to you all that if in case if you really have that inclination to study more, or your family says that yes, we are ready to support you and you should study further, okay? Or probably if you're looking out for a big position in your career, if you want to start off with a big position, then I would say you should go for higher studies. So these are the options that is available for you. You can either do a B farm, you can do an M farm, or a farm D, or an MBA. Whereas even after doing a B farm, you can go for an MBA, okay? Or you can also do an M farm and an MBA together, if in case if you really want to make a good career into marketing or into sales. So this is a tree of pharmaceutical career, I would say. Okay, so these are like a lot of options that is available for pharmacy students. So one is after you do a D farm or a B farm or an M farm. So these are the options that is readily available for you. You can either get into community pharmacy, you can get into hospital pharmacy. If you're interested into research and development, okay, yes, that's a channel for you as well. And there are some people who are more interested into like packing industries. Yes, so even in packing industry, you can either start off with your own business, or you can get aligned with some organization which is into packaging technology. And people who are more into regulatory affairs, if you have the interest about food and drug administration, about the cosmetics act, if that is more exciting for you, then you can get into drug regulatory affairs. And I would say yes, that's also very much sought after, like for people from the pharma industry. And quality assurance, there is a certain set of people who want perfection, or probably who feel that yes, this has to be perfect. Okay, if you have that inclination for perfectness, or if you feel that yes, you have to provide the good quality products, then yes, you can look in for a quality assurance or quality control kind of a job. Then comes into formulation and development. And yes, for people who are like done a B farm, or you want to play an important role in the formulation of new drugs, okay, or a formulation of drugs or something, then you can get into formulation of drugs. Then comes into production and manufacturing. So as you know, like pharma industry is a vast industry wherein there are different options available, but people who are more interested into production and manufacturing should take one thing in mind, that this opportunity is not available probably in the metros. You should have that interest to get into like this tier 2 or tier 3 cities where the production plants or manufacturing plants are available. And then for students who are more interested to go in for academics, or probably who want to become a teacher or a professor afterwards, then you can get into academics. And then we'll be discussing in length about the marketing and the sales opportunities that is available for you. So again, for marketing and sales, I would say here we don't really want people who are like more into like studies and all. Okay, if you're an average guy, or somebody who's a hardworking person, okay, who's ready to put in like good number of hours, or who enjoys traveling, or probably I would say who enjoys meeting new people, who is good in communication, who is good in convincing skills, that is the opportunity for you marketing. Then comes a government job, especially in certain part of the country where some people feel that yes, I need a government job. And for all those people, you can look out for a job as a drug inspector, drug controller, scientist in certain labs, assistant commissioner. You can also get into a government pharmacist position. So these options are available for you. We also discussed about the entrepreneurship, wherein you can have your own chemist shop. Okay, you can also start off with a small packaging business of yours. Or see, even when I talk about a chemist shop, there are two ways to it. One is you can have your own retail shop, or if you don't really want to get into the retail business, then you have a wholesale shop as well. So you can become a stockist or a distributor. And if you think that you don't really want to work in India, you want to get an opportunity abroad, yes, you can start off for an opportunity in abroad as well. But for that, you need to get into a GRE, GPAT exams, and afterwards you can settle in abroad. You can get in some courses and then start off with a working opportunity there. And if in case if you want to go pursue further, you have opportunities like MPharm, MBA. You can get into those things. So there are many opportunities here apart from this also, like nuclear pharmacy is there, pharmacotherapy, pharmacovigilance, forensic pharmacy, armed services, medical transcription. A lot of opportunities are available. So I just wanted to give you a nutshell, like what opportunities do you have after you do your B farm, your D farm, or an M farm. Okay, so don't just think that you are limited to a certain special segment. No, in fact, I would say for all those people who have done a pharmacy, you have secured your career for a future. In fact, you have got into an industry which is a recession proof industry. And I believe this is the latest pandemic situation was a classic example for everyone. Because as you know, IT industry was struggling. A lot of people lost their jobs. Even it affected the other industry as well. But there were only a certain few chosen sectors which did not get much impacted, I would say. Okay, because of this pandemic situation. And that is what and pharmacy is like industry is one of them, I would say. Okay, so today if you have done a pharmacy, I would say you should give a just a pat on your back and say that yes, I am in the right place, and I should not be worrying about my future now, because these are the opportunities that is available for you, and you can do many things. Okay, not just limited to one thing. So I'll be talking more about how to build a successful career into pharmaceutical sales. See, the moment somebody talks about sales, the one thing that comes into our mind is about a salesman coming door to door, probably walks here and there with a bag and selling stuffs. Okay, see, that is a different salesman kind of a job. Okay, he's like doing door to door selling. But here in pharmaceutical sales, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a class of person who is interacting with the genius of the society, or probably a learned person in the society. He's interacting with doctors, he's interacting with chemists. So it's just not a lay person you're interaction with. So you're interacting with the high level people of the society. Okay. So you should be like, wow, it should be like, you should be thinking really, wow, I'm doing something good. Because here you're going and talking to a doctor, you're going to convince him, okay, boss, you need to write this product. These are the options that is available. Okay, yes, I understand it's a challenging profession, but I would say, like, if challenges are not there in your life, you would definitely not enjoy working, I would say, anywhere, because your job becomes redundant. You don't really enjoy working then. Probably a few months you would say, okay, fine, I'm enjoying my job. But just think about those people, like, I would say, like a few decades back. Even if you take an example about your own parents, you must have seen your own parents like working in the same industry for years and years, or probably working in the same job for years. See, we are a different set of society people. I would say we are a generation people wherein we do not want that kind of work. We want challenges, and the more we face challenges, the more confident we become, and then more we see the success in our life. That is what we want, and that is exactly what pharmaceutical sales gives you, that opportunity. So some kind of a thought over here. Somebody has said this: practice the philosophy of continuous improvement. Get a little bit better every single day. Now, this thought holds true not just for one person, it holds true for any person across the industry, any segment, wherever you walk in. This holds true for you. Okay, even as a student, this holds true for you. Okay, I'll tell you why it holds true. Now, let's take, for example, if you recollect, if you have a small baby at home, or probably if you recollect your childhood days. Now, the moment the child is like 1 year old something, the parents start pushing the child to brush the teeth. So right on day one, the parents do not force the child into quality of brushing, probably for a few days. Okay, for a few days, or probably for a few weeks. The parents only focus on that the child gets into the mode wherein he practices brushing the teeth daily. The moment they realize that, yes, my child is got into the mode of brushing the teeth daily, now we need to focus on quality. Okay, and then they start focusing on the quality. So likewise, even when you are studying, or even when you're working somewhere, you have to ensure that you keep on developing yourself, you keep on improving yourself. So the day when you do not have a continuous improvement, that's the end of your career, irrespective wherever you are. Okay, so I want everybody who are listening to this session right now, please get this ingrained in your thoughts and in your mind, that you have to have that continuous improvement in you. Without this, you cannot see success. Because I'm into pharmaceutical industry, I have seen people, let me tell you honestly, I have seen medical reps struggling for 10 years, 15 years to become a manager. They keep struggling. You know why? Because they have not brought an improvement in themselves. See, until and unless I do not bring that improvement in myself, I cannot see myself growing. And how can you expect other person to give you an opportunity when you have not developed yourself? करेक्ट. सो जैसे कि हम बोलते हैं ना, एक अंडे का एग्जांपल अगर लेता हूं मैं, सो एक अंडे में अगर सपोज एक अंदर से अगर जो एक विलिंगनेस अगर आ जाता है कि डेवलपमेंट हो जाता है, then you see a new life coming in. But the moment there is a lot of pressure coming from outside, what happens? The egg breaks. Okay, so likewise even in our career, that जो बोलते हैं ना, एक एनर्जी चाहिए कि कुछ करना है मुझे, or something, that excitement has to be there in you. Yes, I want to change, I want to bring about an improvement in myself. When it comes from within, it's only then you see your new life and new growth happening in your career. If there is an external pressure, you feel that is stress. Please understand that is stress, and then you break up. So this is the simple formula, I would say, for continuous improvement. Continuous improvement is happens only through continuous collaboration and continuous learning. Now, what is continuous collaboration? Let me give you an example. If I have read a certain book and I go out, I share that information, what I know from the book, or probably what I just take the gist out of the book and share it with my friends or colleagues. I tell them, wow, this is the book, this is what the learning from the book is. The moment I share this, I collaborate with my people, I collaborate with colleagues around. What happens is I share my information to them. So likewise, when they come across certain nice book, or probably they come across some certain information that is valuable, they would share the same with us. So what really happens is within a small moment, you don't really have to spend too much time in learning so many books or so many info. You don't have to scroll through so much of pages through the internet for information. It just needs is a certain collaboration with some people, with the right people who can give the information, and that's how you keep on learning. And plus, you have to keep on learning from yourself also. You don't just expect, okay, fine, I'm not going to learn anything from my end. I just expect other people to learn something, come back and deliver to me. That should not work. It's just a give and take policy. You learn something, you share that information, the moment you share information, others will also share with you, and that's how you can see a continuous improvement in you. So in simple words, again I would repeat it: continuous collaboration with continuous learning gives you a continuous improvement. Okay, काफी ज्ञान मैंने दे दिया अब तक, like I feel so. So I talked about continuous improvement, I talked about so many things. But let's take a small peek into the pharma industry. Okay, if I'm talking about pharmaceutical sales, okay, these are the positions that you see. For example, when you start your career, it's a very basic job. You start off as a medical rep. So certain companies give you the designation as an MR, somebody gives you a designation as territory executive, somebody gives you an officer, sales officer position, somebody gives you a designation as business officer. But at the end of the day, it's all one and the same. It's a medical representative job. And this is the salary band that you normally expect, a salary band of 2 lakhs to 4 lakhs. Okay, right on day one, you cannot expect 4 lakhs to be given to you. You may start off with a package of 2 lakhs or 2.5 lakhs or even 3 lakhs. But yes, this goes up to 4 lakhs. Now it all depends upon you. As I mentioned during my last slides, it depends upon how you develop yourself, how you bring about an improvement yourself. Okay, and then you can see yourself growing to the next level. Now, what is the next level out here? It's a position as an area sales manager, which is even called as a district manager. In some places, it's all called as a territory manager. So the salary that you can expect as a frontline manager or a first line manager is 4 lakhs to 7.5 lakhs. Now, just think about it. If you are really performing well, you are a go-getter who's been getting good business, who's been constantly developing yourself, okay, and you've been a good learner, you can see yourself growing to the next position within 1.5 to 2 years. Now tell me, if you're getting a position as a frontline manager within 2 years with a package of minimum 4 to 5 lakhs, is that really bad? Of course not. It is not bad, because if you look at the salary package, what people draw after a certain level, you'll be amazed. So you don't really have to think, okay, fine, it's only the people who work at office like high level positions, they get this good salary. No. So pharmaceutical sales is a rewarding career, I would say. And then if you look at the second line manager position, which is called as an RSM position, a regional sales manager, here you can expect a salary between 6 lakhs to 12 lakhs. Believe me, guys, this is not bad. If at the age of 32, 33 something, if you're earning a package of 6 to 12 lakhs, that's wow. And then once you are at, probably you should have a target for yourself. By the age of 34 or 35, I should become a third line manager. That is called as a district sales manager or a zonal sales manager. Here your package is between 9 lakhs to 16 lakhs. And then you become an SM, that is a sales manager who takes care of the business of the half of the country, which gives you a package between 15 lakhs to 20 lakhs. And then once you become an NSM, your package is between 20 to 30 lakhs. Now let me give you an example here. Now, if I start off a career into corporate, into probably I would say into support function, to become an HR manager, a person takes minimum 10 to 12 years. Okay. Whereas with the 10 to 12 years of experience, you can easily become a zonal sales manager or an SM. So you can just think about it. Probably in the 15-year span, you can see yourself growing as an NSM. I have so many people working in my organization at the age of like around 38 to 40. They are working as national sales manager, earning a package between 20 to 30 lakhs. So it's wow, right? So apart from this, there are more positions also. You can see yourself growing as a divisional head. You can see yourself growing as a cluster head. You can see yourself growing as a vice president of the country. So many positions come up afterwards, and wherein the package really is like enormous. I won't disclose that package here. Okay. However, this is the something that you can think about. Yes, pharmaceutical sales is a rewarding career, but yes, I would say you need to have some inclination here, wherein you should love interacting with people. You should love traveling also. In pharmaceutical, industry, I would say, irrespective whether you are into marketing or you are into sales or you're into support function, you will have to travel. For example, as an HR person, even as an HR person, I used to travel 3 to 4 days or probably even 5 days in a week. Okay, so I cannot say that okay, fine, I do not want to travel. But see, even traveling is also rewarding, I would say. You get to see so many different places, you get to see meet with so many different people, you build relationships, and that is what is really important today. So, and another thing which I would like to add in here is, do not think that once you get your career into pharmaceutical sales, you have to stick to that same career path. No. Okay, please do not think like that. Any moment of time, the day when you feel, man, I'm like done with this, I do not want to work anymore into sales. Okay, you can transition your career in either into marketing, or you can transition your career into support groups. So even in support groups, or even if I talk about marketing, okay, some people need to have this experience of working as medical rep, meeting with doctors, chemists, stockists, and all. You need to have that exposure. You'd be surprised to know that even in HR, as a HR manager, even we go out and we work with medical reps, or we work with area managers in the field. Because the point is, we need to be grounded. We need to understand what is the reality that's happening in the field. We need to understand how the business is happening. The moment you have the understanding of your business, it's only then you can devise new marketing strategies. You can understand, okay, fine, what is my people need? So even in support groups, you have to travel, you have to work with these people in the field. So I would say, but yes, the traveling will not be so much as compared to what people are actually traveling into sales. And if you remember from my initial introduction, I said that I started off my career as a medical rep, and today I am working as a senior HR manager. So there is no limitation here. You can transition anytime, anywhere into any group, and you should be able to do it. Okay, so if you're looking out for a career into pharmaceutical sales, so I need to share some tips with you as what needs to be done, how you need to be prepared for the job, and what are the things that you should take care so that you get line into right job. Okay, the very first thing that happens is start off with the right resume. So here are some tips for preparing a right resume. So one is very simple point here. Please ensure that your resume is simple and easy to read. Okay, a lot of times, excuse me. So a lot of times I've seen people, they go in for very fancy resumes, or probably they put in like a lot of jargons in the resume, and they make the complex resume. I don't understand why do you do that. See, as a person, I would say, I'll tell you my experience. I remember my college days. Okay, once I had done with my colleges when I was looking out for a job. Initially, what I had the feeling is, if I put everything in the resume, probably the questions asked by the interview would be like less. But honestly, after coming into HR, I've realized that is not the right way, because the moment you have too much of information on your resume, it actually puts the HR person off, and he doesn't even feel like looking into your resume. He would just ask certain questions to you wherein he just get the information. So this is what you need to understand. Make your resume as short and as simple and easy to understand. Do not make a very lengthy resume. Again, people do not get it interested to read your resume. So I will tell you, like when I interview candidates, fresher level candidates, I have seen people walking in with 3 pages of resume, and I just keep wondering, like, this person is like not even experienced. कि 3 पेज में लिखा क्या है इतना सारा इसमें? Okay?
Actually, yes,
So
yes.
like it's really, I'm like really surprised. 3 pages of resume without exposure. I'm just understanding the day when this person has like 10-15 years of experience, is he going to put across a book as a resume?
Probably.
So just think about it. So that is the biggest mistake that most of us are doing it. Please ensure that your resume is very simple and easy to read. It should be short and to the point. Okay? So ज़्यादा कुछ स्टोरी लिखना नहीं उस रेज्यूमे के अंदर, सिंपल पॉइंट में लिखना है. And another thing I've seen, like people having like fancy objectives. I've asked people, like I personally asked people during interviews, what is your objective? And the person is not even able to say a few words from the 2 or 3 sentences that is put in his resume. So what is the point of putting that objective when you don't even cannot read what you have put in, or probably you don't even remember what is there?
Yes, yes.
See, in today's world, if I look at a resume, the moment I see a fancy resume or with too much of information, I think it's just a copy paste work. Honestly, मैं बोलता हूँ, एक
Yes.
copy paste work होता है, and trust me, that does not impress an HR guy. Okay, we are people who look into resumes which is like very simple. Honestly, I'll tell you something. When I walk for an interview and there is one person who says, "Sir, I've not got a resume," I'm not that an HR manager who gets pissed off with that. No. The moment somebody says, "Sir, I've not got a resume," I'm completely fine with that. मैं उनको ये बोलता हूँ कि I'll give you a paper. Please prepare a resume. Believe me, everyone, that resume is the actual resume. क्योंकि वहां पे कुछ कॉपी पेस्ट नहीं है. Whatever he has experienced, whatever he has done, he puts into that paper. वो एक true resume बोलते हैं हम. Okay, so that is the kind of resume I expect from people who are looking out for jobs. Even when people include the certain numbers, dates, contact numbers, information, ये सब आपको देखना है कि सही है कि नहीं. A lot of times I've seen when people put in the date of birth, or probably when people put in that experience from a certain company, like यहाँ से मैंने यहाँ पे काम किया. I'll give you an example here. For example, when I interviewed a certain candidate, he has mentioned his resume as worked from 2019 to 2020. Now, can somebody tell me 2019 to 2020 is exactly how many years or how many months of experience? Can somebody tell me that? The question is no. Like, you cannot give me that answer. The reason is 2019 has got 12 months.
Yes.
So I don't know from where you have started. If you have started your career from 2019 Jan, okay, it's clearly understood for me that as on today, you have 1 year, 10 months of experience. But if you have started your career from 2019 December, you don't even have 1 year of experience. So you can understand how much the dates are important over here. It's a big value add here. So I would say whenever you're preparing a resume, if you can do not at least remember the date, please put in the month and the year. That makes a whole lot of sense. Okay. And another thing what I've noticed in resumes is contact numbers. बहुत लोग क्या करते हैं, कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर लाइक या तो ऐसा नंबर दे देते जो आपका फोन चल ही नहीं रहा हो या बंद हो गया हो, बहुत टाइम से आपने यूज नहीं किया हो. ओके, और प्रॉब्ली यू गिव द नंबर्स ऑफ समबडी इन योर फैमिली, इमीडिएट फैमिली. प्लीज डोंट डू दैट बिग मिस्टेक. whenever you're giving a contact number in your resume, you have to ensure, even आपका email ID जो आप mention करते हो, you have to ensure कि ये आपका जो active ID है, active number है, वो आपने डाला हो उसमें. Otherwise, it does not make any sense of providing this information. और कभी-कभी कुछ लोगों को मैंने ये भी देखा है, when they are putting in the address, they just put in the city name and the pin code. If you are so scared about providing your address, I would say that you should not look out for a job. Because see, as an HR person, sometimes if we have to send across some letter to you, some communication to you, we would need your address also. Okay, so address is important. So even when you're providing your address, provide a complete address, not just shortcuts. Provide address with proper pin code, city name, everything has to be there. Okay, so as I mentioned, include all the numbers correctly. The dates has to be precise. Your contact information has to be right, and give the proper address. Even when you're putting in a date of birth, again, I've seen people, they don't put in the year. I don't know why. See, for example, as an HR person, we have a certain guidelines. Like for a certain position, we would like to take people at this age gap. The moment the person has crossed that age, I cannot take that person. So maybe you're trying to fool somebody. Please do not do that. When somebody is asking you for your date of birth, okay, मैं आपसे मतलब ऐसा नहीं देखना चाहता हूँ कि आप कितने बूढ़े हो गए, कितने जवान हो, नहीं. मुझे ये नहीं देखना. मुझे देखना है कि भाई Do you really fit into my like requirement? That is important for me. ओके, प्लीज आप किसी लड़की या लड़के को इंप्रेस तो नहीं कर रहे हो पेज भी डालने, वैसे डरो मत, कुछ नहीं होगा वैसे. ओके, नाउ कमिंग टू प्रोफेशनल फॉन्ट. अगेन some resumes I have seen wherein you bring across like very fancy font. ऐसा लग रहा है कि किसी ग्रीटिंग कार्ड में जो फॉन्ट यूज करते हैं ना, वैसे आपने उठा लिया कहीं से. See, all those font really looks nice in a greeting card or probably when you're sending across some wishes to somebody. But when you're applying for a job, you need to have a very basic professional font. I would recommend a basic professional font would be like an Arial, using Arial or Times Roman, or probably you can have a size also like 10 to 12 का size आप use कर सकते हो. But don't go beyond that. और even nice ज़्यादा small रखिए. कुछ लोगों को मैंने ये भी देखा है कि रेज्यूमे छोटा करने के लिए फॉन्ट साइज छोटा कर देंगे, कोशिश करके पढ़ लेंगे यार. अरे ऐसा नहीं होता है. See, again, you are like not really impressing the HR person by putting across something like this. Again, when you are including your experience, as I mentioned, you provide proper experience. अगर आपने कुछ पर्टिकुलर कंपनी में काम किया है, प्रोवाइड ट्रू एक्सपीरियंस. ये और एक मैंने नोटिस किया कुछ रेज्यूमेज में. lot of times what happens is like as a person when you go for interviews you notice that inexperienced people get rejected. तो आपको लगता है कि थोड़ा एक्सपीरियंस दिखा देने से भाई जॉब मिल जाता है. So what you do is you ask your friend for a resume, उसका कॉपी कर लिया आपने एक्सपीरियंस और आपने दिखा दिया. और see, first thing is all these things get caught nowadays. Honestly मैं बताता हूँ. See, what happens is when as an HR person when I'm looking into somebody's experience, I can easily check that out. I can ask my UAN person, प्लीज चेक इन करो इसके रिकॉर्ड्स में, इसका लास्ट सैलरी क्रेडिट हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है. तो मुझे पता चल जाता है आपका यूएन में कि एंट्री हुआ या नहीं हुआ. So from this, please understand, even with UAN, I can capture this information. Okay, so please do not bluff about your experience. See, simple है, अगर है तो है, नहीं है तो नहीं है. उसके लिए आपको दिखाने की एक्स्ट्रा दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है. One more thing I'd like to add here. See, I have taken some cases in my company wherein people who have portrayed a wrong experience in their resume, we have fired those people. Irrespective, बाद में आप भले कितने भी अच्छे परफॉर्मर हो, see what really happens is you have started off with a fraud thing, जहाँ पे आपने मुझे गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन दी है. The moment this is caught, I see you as a fraud. इसी के हम बोलते हैं ना, कहावत एक है, चोर को जब चोर बोलते हो आप जब वो चोरी करते हुए पकड़ा गया हो, अदरवाइज उसको चोर आप किसी को बोल नहीं सकते हो. उसी तरह यहाँ पे भी ऐसे ही होता है. The moment you are caught with some wrong information, you are caught and you have a blot. बाद में there is no looking forward, because I don't know afterwards आप और कितना fraud कर सकते हो कंपनी में और क्या क्या fraud कर सकते हो. So इसके लिए even small things also matter a lot. When it comes to education, I have seen some people कि भाई ग्रेजुएशन का सर्टिफिकेट तो आया नहीं, as मार्कशीट नहीं आ गया, but yes, completed BCom, BSc, BPharm लिख देते हैं. अरे what do you mean by completed here? In simple words, मुझे तो इतना ही पता है, अगर मेरा मार्कशीट अगर आ गया, if I passed everything, I am cleared. Otherwise, it's still a question mark कि मैं clear हुआ या नहीं हुआ है. So again, you have to understand this. If you have cleared your exam, it's only then you mention completed. Otherwise, it's not completed. अगर आपने pursue कर रहे हो, तो you can clearly simply mention next to it, bracket में डाल दीजिए, pursuing. There's no harm in it, because certain companies also take people who are pursuing. That's fine. Okay. Even certain achievements, if you have really got a good achievement, please mention. Otherwise, do not mention. जबरदस्ती mention करने के लिए mention मत कीजिए. It's always good to mention about your skills, your strength, and your weakness. I'll tell you why. A lot of times, what happens is during your interviews, the HR person or your interviewer asks you, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. So I would advise you, या तो आप resume में लिख दो, या तो कहीं पे आप prepare कर लो पहले से. ये question तो आना ही है. Okay? So if you have certain strengths, weakness, put it across. But ऐसा भी मत दिखाओ कि for example, if I'm looking for a sales job और मैं वहाँ पे आके बोलता हूँ कि मैं weakness क्या है, I cannot drive, मुझे ड्राइविंग से डर लगता है, या I cannot speak to people, मुझे मतलब थोड़ा सा shy हूँ मैं, और I'm an introvert person. नहीं. See, you have to understand, certain jobs require certain skill sets, and accordingly you have to match up with it. Okay? अगर मैं बोलता हूँ कि मुझे एरोप्लेन चलाना, मैं बोलूँगा कि मुझे ऊंचाई से डर लगता है या मुझे मतलब एयर सिकनेस है, I cannot do that job. Okay? So you have to please understand yourself कि आपका इंटरेस्ट को और आपके स्ट्रेंथ को आपको अलाइन करना है. It's only then you can see yourself successful. If you do not align yourself according to your interests and according to your strengths, it's going to be difficult for you. Please understand. Now, for example, अगर मुझे पढ़ाई में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, and I say कि मुझे प्रोफेसर बनना है, come on, I cannot do justice to that job. जहाँ पे मुझे कॉन्स्टेंटली मुझे अपने आप को पढ़ाई करके अपडेट करना है, लोगों को सिखाना है, I cannot do that. जस्ट बिकॉज मुझे लगता है कि कोई अच्छा कमा रहा है वहां पे, मैं जाके वहां पे नहीं खड़े रह सकता. आई कैन नॉट ट्राई टू कॉपी माई सेल्फ विद समवन एल्स. सी दैट पर्सन इज डिफरेंट, ही इज यूनिक, उसके स्किल्स अलग है, उसके मैच कर रहे रिक्वायरमेंट पे. सो अकॉर्डिंगली यू हैव टू फर्स्ट डू एन इंट्रोस्पेक्शन अबाउट योर सेल्फ. व्हाट आर माई स्ट्रेंथ्स, व्हाट आर माई वीकनेस, हाउ कैन आई अलाइन माई सेल्फ टू अ सर्टेन जॉब. वो हिसाब से जॉब ढूंढिए, तो आपके लिए बहुत आसान हो जाएगा और यू कैन मेक योर करियर सक्सेसफुल ऑल्सो. और कुछ some more thoughts here about the margins in your resume. Some people have seen कि या तो मार्जिन बहुत बड़ा रख देते हैं ताकि आपको दिखाना है कि मतलब बहुत सारा पेज भर दिया आपने, और कभी कभी लाइक फिटिंग करने, एक पेज में फिट करने के चक्कर में आप क्या करते हैं, मार्जिन बहुत कम रखते हो. वो भी मत करिए, वो गलती है वो सब. एंड रीड योर रेज्यूमे, चाहिए तो किसी से read करवा लो एक बार जरा. स्पेलिंग एरर अगेन इज अ बिग थिंग. ओके, गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड मत कीजिए. हाँ, एक again something which I've seen, like a lot of people nowadays I've seen, like they put in fancy abbreviations यानी क्या होता है, शॉर्ट फॉर्म्स डालते हैं लोग रेज्यूमे में. सी आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट आपके कंपनी में या आपके जॉब प्रोफाइल में या आपके कॉलेज में कुछ एक शॉर्ट फॉर्म आप बोलते हैं पर्टिकुलर इवेंट को, कुछ आप बोलते हैं उसके लिए, बट हाउ कैन यू एक्सपेक्ट द होल वर्ल्ड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. सी फॉर एग्जाम्पल टुडे इफ आई टॉक अबाउट BA BCom B.Pharm, ये सब बोले एक कॉमन है, जो सभी को पता है. ओके, बट इफ यू कम अप विद सम न्यू एब्रीविएशन जो किसी को पता नहीं है, अगेन इट्स पुट्स ऑफ. So it's better you put it properly. अपना रेज्यूमे में क्लियरली मेंशन कर दो आपके जो भी है, शॉर्ट फॉर्म नहीं यूज कीजिए, लॉन्ग फॉर्म यूज कीजिए. ओके, नाउ कमिंग टू द इंटरव्यू पार्ट. आपका रेज्यूमे तो चलो सेट हो गया. ओके, नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट इंटरव्यू. बहुत बार क्या होता है ना, द मोमेंट समबडी टॉक्स अबाउट इंटरव्यू तो पसीने छूट जाते हैं. तो डर लगता है. इनफैक्ट आई विल टेल यू, लाइक ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग, आई विल नॉट ब्रैग अबाउट इट. So even when I started off my career, initially मुझे भी डर लगता था इंटरव्यू वर्ड से. But the moment you start experiencing a couple of interviews, 2-3 interviews आप फेस करते हो, it's then you realize. See, after every interview, ये मत सोचो कि आपको रिजेक्ट कर दिया है. Okay? You have to think about it कि मुझे इंटरव्यू में क्या क्वेश्चंस पूछा गया, मैंने उसका क्या जवाब दिया है. Okay? You just have to introspect about it. बाद में आप किसी से बताइए कि देखो इंटरव्यू में मुझे ये क्वेश्चन पूछा, मैंने ऐसे जवाब दिए. वहां पे आपको कुछ शर्म की बात सोचना है. ओके, यू जस्ट कंसल्ट पीपल, देन यू विल रियलाइज ईदर ऑन योर ओन और विद somebody else will make you realize कि बॉस, this is not the way how you should have answered the question, or probably this is how you should have put across your thoughts. It's only, see, first thing is, जो फेलियर जो बोलते हैं हम, फेलियर से नाराज मत होइए. इट्स अ स्टेपिंग स्टोन टू सक्सेस. इट्स अ लर्निंग दैट यू गेट फ्रॉम दैट फेलियर. वैसे लेना कि अभी हर एक इंटरव्यू में अगर आप कहीं पे रिजेक्ट हो रहे हो, टेक इट एज एन एक्सपीरियंस. ओके, कुछ सीखा है आपने उससे, और नेक्स्ट इंटरव्यू के लिए आप रेडी हो जाओ अपने आप को उस तरह से. ओके, ऐसे करना है आपको. और अगेन फॉर एन इंटरव्यू व्हेनेवर यू आर ड्रेसिंग अप, ऐसे देखो ड्रेसअप जो ऐसे नॉर्मली आप ड्रेसअप कीजिए. आई वुड से फॉर एग्जांपल इफ आई एम गोइंग फॉर इंटरव्यू एज अ मेडिकल रेप, आई वुड एक्सपेक्ट समबडी टू बी ड्रेसिंग अप इन अ फॉर्मल अटायर. Up, just because you are comfortable in your jeans and a t-shirt does not mean somebody is going to take your interview in jeans and t-shirt. No, you have to understand it's a professional environment, और वहाँ पे आपको प्रोफेशनली ड्रेस करना है, फॉर्मल ड्रेस में आपको जाना है. ओके, कहीं मैं ये भी नहीं बोलूंगा आपको कि यू हैव टू वेयर अ परफेक्ट फॉर्मल ब्लेजर सूट, ये सब नहीं. ए फॉर्मल शर्ट इज गुड इनफ. अगर आपको टाई पहनना है, यू कैन वेयर अ टाई, दैट्स फाइन. ओके, बट डोंट बी सो कैजुअल फॉर एन इंटरव्यू. सो आपको फॉर्मली ड्रेस्ड अप होना है इंटरव्यू के लिए. और इसके अलावा फॉर एन इंटरव्यू, फर्स्ट थिंग लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज एन इंटरव्यू. तो ऐसे डरिए मत कि आप इंटरव्यू मतलब क्या होता है, समबडी जस्ट ट्राइंग टू लाइक फाइंड फॉल्ट्स इन यू और आपको रिजेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. ये वहम निकाल दीजिए अपने मन से. फर्स्ट थिंग इज, व्हाई इज द कंपनी कंडक्टिंग एन इंटरव्यू? इट्स ओनली बिकॉज दे हैव अ रिक्वायरमेंट. अब मुझे बताइए, एचआर का इतना टाइम है क्या बैठ के दिन में 50-100 लोग या 150-200 लोग का इंटरव्यूज ले रहे हैं मजाक में? ऐसे नहीं. It's only when we have an requirement with interview candidates. और वहाँ पे हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव ये नहीं होता कि सबको रिजेक्ट करना है. If I keep on rejecting every candidate for something or the other reason, I will not find the right hire. See, as an HR person, when I'm interviewing a candidate, मेरा expectation काफी simple है. What is my job requirements? And I find that person who's suitable for that job. Please, इतना ही समझिए आप कि रिक्वायरमेंट मेरा क्या है और रिक्वायरमेंट को मुझे मैच करना है. ओके, वही हम कर रहे हैं 4%. और लाइकवाइज आपको भी अंडरस्टैंड यही करना है कि भाई इन केस इफ यू आर नॉट सिलेक्टेड, डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दैट कि आप में कुछ कमियां हैं. नो, इट्स ओनली बिकॉज यू आर नॉट मैचिंग टू माय रिक्वायरमेंट. फॉर एग्जांपल, सर्टेन टाइम्स आई हैव सीन आई कम अक्रॉस अ वेरी एक्सेलेंट पर्सन हु इज वेरी गुड इन एकेडमिक्स, हु स्कोरिंग लाइक बहुत अच्छा है, फैमिली बैकग्राउंड सब अच्छा है, बट फॉर मी दैट इज नॉट माय रिक्वायरमेंट. बिकॉज मुझे पता है फार्मास्यूटिकल सेल्स में If I get a person who is from a very rich family, okay, जो बाइक पर ट्रैवल नहीं करे, वो अपना खुद के कार में ट्रैवल करेगा, बोलेगा अगर, तो मैं कैसे उसको हायर कर सकता हूँ? बिकॉज यहाँ पे आपका डेली अलाउंस जो होता है 150-200 रुपया होता है, 150-200 रुपये में जो बाइक वाला मुश्किल से उसमें पेट्रोल चला सकता है, वहां पे आप बोलोगे अगर कि भाई कार में पेट्रोल कैसे पड़ेगा हमें, करेक्ट? सो इवन यू विल ऑल्सो फील पिस्ड ऑफ आफ्टर सेइंग दैट अरे भाई दिन भर में कार का पेट्रोल का पैसा भी नहीं आ रहा है मेरा तो सैलरी में. सो वी हैव टू मैच अकॉर्डिंग टू द नीड्स. सो इट्स नॉट बिकॉज आपने कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, नहीं, इट्स बिकॉज यू डिड नॉट मैच टू आवर एक्सपेक्टेशन, दैट्स इट. ओके, नथिंग बियॉन्ड दैट. नाउ व्हाट इज एन इंटरव्यू? If I split the word interview, it's inter or view को दो split अगर हो जाए, देखो, this is just a view between two people, wherein we just see each other, we share our thoughts with each other. वहाँ पे मुझे सिर्फ ये अंडरस्टैंड करना है कि when I'm interviewing somebody, I understand what is your family background, आपने क्या पढ़ाई किया है, आपके एक्सपीरियंस क्या है, आपने कुछ किया अगर है तो, आपके स्ट्रेंथ्स क्या है, वीकनेस क्या है. I'm just trying to understand about you, that's it. ठीक है, मुझे उतना ही जानना है. और अगर आपने कुछ पढ़ाई किया है, फार्मेसी बैकग्राउंड से अगर आ रहे हो, I'll just try to see अगर आपने फार्मेसी पढ़ाई किया है, कुछ आता भी है या नहीं आता है आपको. ओके, इफ आई एम आस्किंग यू 5 क्वेश्चंस, अगर आपने मुझे 5 में से अगर 2 का भी आंसर नहीं दिया है, तो मैं ये सोचूंगा कि भाई इसने पढ़ाई क्या किया है. सो इट रियली हैपेंस. यू बी लाइक रियली सरप्राइज्ड व्हेन आई एम इंटरव्यूइंग पीपल फॉर मेडिकल रेप्स, व्हेन आस्किंग पीपल टू इवन लाइक व्हेन आई आस्क देम अ बेसिक क्वेश्चन, हाउ मेनी बोन्स आर देयर इन द ह्यूमन बॉडी, लोग कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं, भाई है कितना है करके. किसी को अगर मैं पूछता हूँ कि एनाल्जेसिक क्या है, लोग सोचते हैं एनाल्जेसिक मतलब कहाँ से वर्ड आ गया ये. ओके, दिस इज व्हाट रियली हैपेंस. बेसिक हम क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं, यू विल बी सरप्राइज. किसी को अगर हम पूछते हैं ना कि भाई ह्यूमन इंटेस्टाइन मतलब स्टमक में कौन सा एसिड होता है, ओके, एंड यू विल बी सरप्राइज. ऐसे ऐसे हमें एक आंसर मिलता है, हम सोचते हैं कि भाई एक एसिड पेट में है कि बाहर का ही होता है. सो यू हैव टू ब्रश अप ऑन योर बेसिक्स आल्सो. ओके, तो ऐसा तैयारी करो बेसिक, और देन यू कैन फेस योर इंटरव्यू. So this is in simple, like you converse with people, you share your knowledge, you share your information with the other person, and if everything fits into the requirement of the HR person or the interviewer, you are selected. That's it. Okay, so that's how you should take the interview. Do not take the interview as a rejection round कि भाई कुछ ना कुछ रीजन से मुझे रिजेक्ट करो, ऐसे मत सोचना. And always go in a positive thought. बहुत बार क्या होता है, आप नेगेटिव थॉट से लेके चल रहे हैं, ये खड़ूस दिख रहा है तो रिजेक्ट कर देगा, ऐसे वैसे मत सोचिए. गो इन अ पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट. अगर आप सिलेक्ट होते हो तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं सिलेक्ट होते एटलीस्ट यू वॉक आउट विद एन एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ एन इंटरव्यू. दैट इज हाउ यू शुड टेक अप एन इंटरव्यू. सो एक बड़ा क्वेश्चन, एक सबके लिए क्वेश्चन है कि जब एक कैंडिडेट का इंटरव्यू होता है, पर्सन इंटरव्यूइंग इज द असेसर. तो एक असेसर का रोल क्या होता है इंटरव्यू को, सोच सकते हैं इसके बारे में, लाइक व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ एन असेसर व्हाइल इंटरव्यूइंग द कैंडिडेट? Can somebody just unmute yourself and give me an answer to this? What is the role of an assessor while interviewing a candidate? Am I audible?
Be able to unmute because this platform don't allow them to unmute. Okay. But definitely students, आप लोग अपना आंसर chat box में लिख सकते हैं. सर का क्वेश्चन स्क्रीन पे है that what is the role of assessor while interviewing a candidate? So if you have any opinions or any answer to this, please write it in the chat box and I can read it on your behalf.
So yes, as Ms. Rubia just mentioned, so you can mention the answers in the chat box. As what is the role of an assessor while interviewing the candidate? आपके हिसाब से क्या लग रहा है? What is the role of assessor? So, Ms. Rubia, did we get any answers on this?
No, sir. I could see some students typing.
Okay.
So once I will get an answer, sir, I'll read it out.
I hope I'm not making everyone bored about this with this session.
No, not really. Actually, students are enjoying, and personally, I am getting to learn so many aspects of sales and marketing. Although this is something which is very close to my heart because I come basically from this background only. But still, after a year hearing it again from your side, it gives me so much of new insights on the profession. Okay, so we have received an answer. The role of an assessor during the interview, Ranjit have answered that quality required for the job. The role of assessor is to look for the quality required for the job. Ashish Pal कहते हैं कि to examine the confidence and knowledge.
Okay.
Then there is Ayush Pranjal. He has written that they enable interviewers to access existing performance as well as predict. A
Okay,
comment is
very
written
much
by
close.
the assessor on their performance.
Okay. Okay, so in a nutshell, like this is what you expect from an assessor. So during an interview, आपको जो assess कर रहा है interviewer जो है, this is what he assesses in you. One is he identifies the strengths and the development needs of an individual for the current as well as for the future role. For example, if I'm going in for a position of as medical rep, okay? कोई एक मेडिकल रैप के लिए अगर आता है तो उसमें क्या मैं सिर्फ मेडिकल रैप का पोजीशन पे नहीं देखूंगा उससे मैं आई ऑल्सो ट्राई टू सी हाउ कैन दिस पर्सन इफ द पर्सन वांट्स टू ग्रो टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल उसके लिए जो क्वालिटीज चाहिए क्या उसमें है बिकॉज आई डोंट रियली वांट समबडी इन माय कंपनी हु स्टिक्स टू द सेम पोजीशन फॉर इयर्स एंड इयर्स बिकॉज व्हाट विल हैपन इज वो उसका एक्साइटमेंट उसका मतलब खत्म हो जाएगा उनका इंटरेस्ट चला जाता है जॉब से बिकॉज ही डजंट सी हिमसेल्फ ग्रोइंग प्लस उससे बैड माउथिंग भी होगा मेरा भी कंपनी का नाम खराब है भाई इतने इतने साल से लोग काम कर रहे हैं सो आई डोंट रियली वांट सच पीपल आई वांट पीपल हु आई सी एज अ डेवलपमेंट उसमें दिख रहा है मुझे कि भाई यस आई कैन डेवलप दिस गाय फॉर द नेक्स्ट लेवल ऑल्सो दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मी एंड आई नीड टू सिलेक्ट द राइट कैंडिडेट फॉर द नेक्स्ट लेवल ओके एंड आई वांट ऑल्सो वांट सूटेबल कैंडिडेट्स हु आर लाइक स्टेबल इन द करंट एज वेल एज इन द प्रीवियस जॉब अगर किसी रेज्यूमे देखता हूँ मैं जो बंदा से 6 महीने या 3 महीने में पैटर्न दिखाता है वो हर 6 महीने में जॉब चेंज कर रहा है हर 1 साल में जॉब चेंज कर रहा है सो द मोमेंट आई सी सच रेज्यूमेस आई विल फील डू आई नीड टू हायर दिस गाय बिकॉज क्लियरली मुझे पैटर्न दिख रहा है इसमें हर 6 महीने 3 महीने में जॉब छोड़ रहा है ये सो प्लीज डू नॉट डू दिस मिस्टेक आई वुड से व्हेन यू आर गेटिंग इनटू योर फर्स्ट जॉब ओके ऐसी जगह पे जाए जहाँ पे आपका इंटरेस्ट है और वहाँ पे आप एटलीस्ट 1 साल तो काम कीजिए एटलीस्ट देन समबडी वुड लुक एट योर प्रोफाइल एंड से यस फर्स्ट जॉब में एटलीस्ट 1 साल तो काम किया है he has put in his efforts. And another thing I would like to tell you is no company would like to lose a consistent performer. Okay? अगर आप बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहे हो इनफैक्ट आपको सोचने की जरूरत भी नहीं बाहर जाने की
Yes.
Until unless there is some challenge with you जहाँ पे आपके मैनेजर से बन नहीं रहा है आपको या आपका ट्रैवलिंग बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है वहाँ पे या आपका एरिया कुछ प्रॉब्लम then I can understand. Otherwise no company would like to lose a consistent performer. And plus we always would like to know what is the reason why you're looking out for a job change. बहुत बार उनको सबको क्या लगता है कि हम एचआर को सिर्फ बोल देंगे भाई सर मुझे सिर्फ करियर मतलब ग्रो करना है या आई एम जस्ट लुकिंग फॉर नेक्स्ट लेवल अपॉर्चुनिटी सी दैट्स अ वेरी लेम एक्सक्यूज
Yes.
सी nobody will look out for a job change just for that simple excuse career growth. See for example today even I know this if I look out for a job change मुझे मालूम है मुझे 30% growth आराम से मिल जाएगा but is that my requirement right now? If I keep doing that what will happen is after a certain point of time there will be no company ready to hire me because मेरे में stability नहीं है. That means just for a small fraction of थोड़ा सा मतलब जो बोलते हैं ना long term benefits के लिए मैंने short term benefit देखा और short term benefits के चक्कर में I screwed up my entire life and my career. वैसा नहीं होना चाहिए. So see money will come, your position will also come, but for that you need to give time to the company. अब ये मत एक्सपेक्ट कीजिए कि भाई मुझे हर 6 महीने में 1 साल में कंपनी मुझे प्रमोशन देगा इट डजंट हैपन लाइक दैट ओके सो यू नीड टू गिव सम टाइम यू हैव टू एज आई मेंशन राइट एट द बिगिनिंग कंटिन्यूअस इंप्रूवमेंट आप में होना चाहिए अगर आप कंटिन्यूअस इंप्रूवमेंट दिखा सकते हो कंपनी में यस यू कैन सी योरसेल्फ ग्रोइंग इफ यू डू नॉट शो दैट इंप्रूवमेंट यू डू नॉट ग्रो यू स्टॉप ग्रोइंग देन सो प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड एज एन असेसर दीज आर द मेन थिंग्स दैट एन असेसर लुक्स इनटू यू वो आपको ये नहीं देखेगा आप में कैसे टाई पहना या नहीं पहना है या आपके बाल कैसे है इतना सब डिटेल्स में कोई नहीं जाता है ऑफ कोर्स आई वुड लुक एट अ पर्सनल प्रोफेशनल अटायर सो उसके अलावा मैं ये नहीं देखूंगा कि आपने कितना एक्सपेंसिव शर्ट पहना या कितना कौन सा ब्रांड का ब्लेजर पहना उसमें नहीं देखेंगे हम कोई हमें सिर्फ यही देखना है कि भाई आपका फिटमेंट क्या है व्हाट इज आर यू फिट फॉर द राइट रोल नेक्स्ट रोल के लिए मैं आपको डेवलप कर सकता हूँ या नहीं कर सकता हूँ और दूसरी बात एक है प्लीज डू नॉट थिंक कि HR वांट्स अ पर्सन 100% फिट फॉर द रोल नहीं प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड कि हमारे हिसाब से the person who is interviewed, even if he is like 50 to 60% fit for me, I'll take that guy. क्योंकि अगर उसमें डेवलपमेंट एरिया ही नहीं है, he will not be happy to work for me. I need a person who has some development areas also. Okay? So ये आप समझ के चलिए. अगर आप suppose 50% में भी अगर आप fit नहीं होते, यानी कि बहुत गैप है, then you don't get selected. And plus, as I mentioned, बहुत कुछ if and buts भी उसमें, like communication है, आपका family background भी देखा जाता है उसमें. वो सब देखने के बाद ही आपको जॉब दिया जाता है ओके सो कमिंग टू द आंसर्स नाउ, अभी हमने समझ लिया अभी यहाँ पे कि भाई रेज्यूमे कैसे बनाना है, इंटरव्यू होता क्या है, असेसर का रोल क्या है. नाउ कम्स टू आंसर कैसे देना है इंटरव्यू में. So let me share this information with you. This holds true for everyone. Even tomorrow, if I go for an interview somewhere, I'll be following the same methodology here, which is called as the STAR technique. So what is the STAR technique? STAR में S stands for situation, T stands for task, A stands for action, and R stands for result. ये आपका सिंपल एक है स्टार टेक्निक जिसे बोलते हैं, इसे याद रखिए. ओके, सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हेन somebody is asking you a question, think of an event when you have shown your initiativeness in a particular job or a task. सिंपल क्वेश्चन है कि आपने एक इवेंट के बारे में आप समराइज कीजिए जहां पे आपने इनिशिएटिवनेस दिखाया हो या आपने कुछ रिजल्ट दिखाया हो जिससे आपको मतलब कुछ आइडिया से आपको कुछ कंपनी या किसी प्रोजेक्ट पे फायदा हुआ. दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. सो व्हेन यू आर डिस्क्राइबिंग दिस, आपको कैसे डिस्क्राइब करना है फॉर सिचुएशन. यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट अ सिचुएशन जहां पे आपने वो आइडिया या इनिशिएटिव आपने यूज किया. फर्स्ट गो बैक down your memory lane, think about a situation. After you think about the situation, you describe the situation कि आपने वो situation कब आया था आपके लाइफ में. Was it during your college days? Was it during your school days? Was it during your job? कब situation आया था वो, और situation में क्या था आपके लिए, आपको describe करना है. बाद में आपको दिखाना है कि उस situation में आपका task क्या था. For example, if I'm talking about an initiative, see initiative is for what reason was it initiative? Was it some problem वहाँ पे था जिसके वजह से मुझे initiative देखना पड़ा, या कुछ रिजल्ट में बिजनेस में रिजल्ट नहीं किया बिकॉज द बिजनेस वाज नॉट डूइंग वेल. सो आई हैव टू एक्सप्लेन व्हाट वाज द टास्क एंड देन कम्स टू एक्शन कि सिचुएशन ये था, टास्क मेरे लिए ये था कि मुझे ये प्रॉब्लम पे मुझे काम करना था और मैंने क्या काम किया. देन यू डिस्क्राइब योर एक्शन. सी व्हेन यू आर डिस्क्राइबिंग योर एक्शन यू जस्ट कैन नॉट से यस आई जस्ट पुट अक्रॉस एन आइडिया, वो मेरा हो गया, चल गया. सी द पॉइंट वी आर वांट टू नो इज व्हाट वाज योर आइडिया, व्हाट स्टेप्स डिड यू डू, और आपने कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट किया उससे जिसकी वजह से रिजल्ट आया आपको. अगर आप सिंपल से अगर आप मेरी जो पीपीटी पे देखते हो तो उसमें देखो कैसा दिया है. एक सिचुएशन ऐसा है जहाँ पे प्लांट्स मुरझा रहे हैं और फिर उसको टास्क क्या है, उसको इम्प्रूव करना है, प्लांट से हेल्थ को इम्प्रूव करना है. तो मैंने क्या किया, प्लांट्स को पानी डाल रहा हूँ रोज, सनलाइट में रखा हूँ उसे, नरिशमेंट दे रहा हूँ प्लांट को, एंड देन आई सी नाइस फ्लावर्स ग्रोइंग. सो दैट इज द रिजल्ट आपका लास्ट में. उसी तरह फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई एम वर्किंग इन माई करियर, if suppose somebody is asking me as an HR person कि what is the improvement that you have brought, I would say in this particular company मैंने देखा कि बहुत कुछ टास्क मैनुअल हो रहा था. ये हर एक चीज को जो करने के लिए लाइक लोग जो एक एक दो दिन लगा रहे काम करने के लिए, उसको मैंने ऑटोमेट किया. ऑटोमेट कैसे किया, आई यूज दिस टेक्नोलॉजी. मैंने प्रोसेस में देखा, प्रोसेस में स्टेप्स को रिड्यूस कर दिया या प्रोसेस फ्लो डाल दिया, सिस्टम के थ्रू कर दिया मैंने, और आज उसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है, जो काम 2 दिन में हो रहा था वो काम आज आधे घंटे में हो रहा है, सिस्टम के थ्रू हो रहा है. So that is how I need to explain using the STAR methodology. Okay, STAR is situation, task, action and result. So यहाँ पे काफी अच्छा मैं elaborate किया हुआ है. S is situation. Situation में like you have to detail the background, or you have to provide a context to like what was it, like where, when. एक questions का आपको answer देना है उसमें. T stands for task, where you have to describe the challenge and the expectations, what needed to be done और क्यों करना था. A stands for action, यहाँ पे आपको इलेबोरेट करना है जो स्पेसिफिक एक्शन जो आपने लिया है, लाइक व्हाट डिड यू डू, हाउ डिड यू डू, और आपने क्या टूल्स यूज किया उसको रिजल्ट आने के लिए. देन कम्स रिजल्ट्स. रिजल्ट्स में क्या सिंपल है, व्हाट वाज द रिजल्ट, यानी आपका अकम्पलिशमेंट क्या हुआ. अगर सब कुछ करने के बाद भी अगर मैं बोलता हूँ कि मेरे झाड़ मर गया, मतलब कुछ फायदा नहीं हुआ मेरा एक्शन का, तो फिर करेक्ट. बट यू हैव टू गेट इनटू अ रिजल्ट जहाँ पे आप दिखा रहे हो कि यस देयर हैज बीन एन इंप्रूवमेंट, अकम्पलिशमेंट आया, आपको रिकग्निशन मिल गया, कुछ आपने सेविंग्स में लेके आया, या आपका कुछ क्वांटिफाई करना है आपको कि आपको ये बेनिफिट हो. अगर मैं बोलता हूँ कि भाई मेरे टेक्निक से ना थोड़ा सा इंप्रूवमेंट आ गया, अरे व्हाट इज थोड़ा सा, आई हैव टू क्वांटिफाई दैट. उसमें बेनिफिट क्या हुआ, इज इट इन टर्म्स ऑफ मनी, इज इट इन टर्म्स ऑफ लाइक टाइम सेविंग्स हुआ, क्या सेविंग्स हो रहा है उसमें, आई हैव टू क्वांटिफाई इट. इट्स ओनली देन आई कैन put across my thoughts in a better way. So please understand, this is a very classic example by which you can answer certain questions during an interview by using STAR technique. Okay, so अभी समझ लो कि आपको अभी जॉब भी मिल गया. ओके, इंटरव्यू अच्छा हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया, जॉब पे लग गए आप. सो ये फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्री में कॉमन आपने सुना रहेगा कि कभी कभी लोग कुछ एरियाज में स्ट्राइक पे चले जाते हैं, यूनियन फॉर्म करते हैं. ओके, ये काफ़ी सुनते होगे आप. But I would tell you, as an HR person, or probably into somebody who's at a senior position into the company, they don't really prefer this. The moment I see my people getting into union or strike, okay, that clearly shows that you are no longer interested in your job and you're going against the company. एक मैं सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन आप सभी लोगों से पूछना चाहता हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई एम रनिंग अ कंपनी, ओके, और मेरे लोग अगर अच्छे परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, डू यू थिंक सो दे विल गो फॉर अ स्ट्राइक और दे विल रिबेल अगेंस्ट मी? लोग अगर अच्छे परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं एंड दे आर गेटिंग इक्वली रिवॉर्डेड फॉर इट, करेक्ट, तो उनको स्ट्राइक की जरूरत ही नहीं है. और दूसरी और एक बात है, तो ये जो लोग ऐसे होते जो यूनियन बनाते हैं, जो स्ट्राइक में जाते हैं, जिनको है ना मतलब मेहनत नहीं करना है, उनको बस आराम से अपनी जिंदगी कटाना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई विल नॉट नेम दोज पीपल और प्रॉब्ली नॉट इवन नेम दोज स्टेट्स, बट देर आर सर्टन सेक्शन इन आवर कंट्री, सर्टन स्टेट्स ऐसे हैं जहाँ पे लोगों को कैसा है ना, मतलब बिना मेहनत करे उनको सैलरी चाहिए. सी आई टेल यू सिंपल वर्ड्स में, इफ यू आर रनिंग अ शॉप और इफ यू आर रनिंग अ बिजनेस, किसी को सिर्फ 3 या 4 घंटे काम करने पे आप उसको पूरे दिन का सैलरी कैसे दोगे? आप मुझे बताइए. आप, या फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आप उसको अगर 20,000 की सैलरी आप दे रहे हो, आप उतना एक्सपेक्ट करोगे इससे कम से 30,000 या 40-50,000 का बिजनेस दे रहे हो उसे, उतना तो आप एक्सपेक्ट करोगे ही, राइट? सेम थिंग, इवन दिस होल्ड्स ट्रू फॉर एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. एज अ कंपनी, व्हेन आई एम एम्प्लॉइंग पीपल, if somebody is giving me a business of 6,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees for in a month, what justice is he doing to the job? मैं उस पे 20,000 का सैलरी उसे दे रहा हूँ. मैं 7 to 8,000 आई एम गिविंग हिम एक्सपेंसेस का खर्चा, प्लस उसके ऊपर मैनेजर का एक्सपेंसेस है, उसके ऊपर से आई एम गिविंग हिम इनपुट्स, आई एम गिविंग हिम सैम्पल्स. ये इतना अगर मैं पकड़ूँ ना, अगर मैं minimum I'm investing 50 to 60,000 rupees every month on that person. If I'm investing 50-60,000 rupees, will I not expect at least 80,000 या 1 लाख का बिजनेस एक्सपेक्ट करूंगा कि नहीं करूंगा? मैं आई विल डेफिनेटली आई विल एक्सपेक्ट दिस. एंड इवन आप भी एक्सपेक्ट करोगे ये, आप अगर बिजनेस चला रहे हो तो. ओके, तो दिस इज द एक्सपेक्टेशन. अगर वैसे अगर लोग अगर इस इंडस्ट्री में अगर है, इट एक्चुअली स्पॉइल्स द ब्रॉथ, आई विल टेल यू. बिकॉज ये लोग क्या होते हैं ना, खुद भी नहीं काम करते हैं, ना ही दूसरों को काम करने देते हैं. आई विल टेल यू, अगर ऐसे लोगों को प्रॉब्लम अगर है काम करने से, प्लीज डोंट गेट इनटू दिस जॉब्स. आप खुद का कुछ करो ना, क्यों दूसरों को तकलीफ दे रहे हो आके? सो आई एम नॉट अगेंस्ट योर माइंडसेट. इन सिंपल वर्ड्स, इट्स जस्ट अ जस्टिफिकेशन. अगर आप मेहनत कर रहे हो, कंपनी आपको पैसा देगा, रिवॉर्ड करेगा. इवन आई टेल यू, इवन ड्यूरिंग दिस पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन, लॉट ऑफ कंपनीज में लाइक सैलरी टाइम पे नहीं जा रहा था, लोगों का सैलरी कट हो रहा था. बट आई टेल यू, इन फार्मा पीपल वर सो ग्लैड, एटलीस्ट मुझे टेंशन नहीं था, मेरा सैलरी बराबर मुझे आ रहा है, टाइम टू टाइम आ रहा है. प्लस इवन आई एम नॉट ब्रैग अबाउट दिस, आई हैव सीन सर्टेन फार्मा कंपनीज दे इवन गिवन इंक्रीमेंट, डिसेंट इंक्रीमेंट ड्यूरिंग दिस. इन सिंपल वर्ड्स, थिंक अबाउट इट. अगर कंपनी में सबको प्रॉब्लम हुआ पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन का, बट स्टिल कंपनी थॉट अबाउट गिविंग यू सम हाइक. क्यों दे रहा है कंपनी? बिकॉज फॉर द कंपनी एम्प्लॉइज कम फर्स्ट, दे आर थिंकिंग अबाउट यू. अगर आप ऐसे सोचोगे कि भाई नहीं यार, कंपनी मतलब ज्यादा नहीं दे रहा है, अरे उनका भी सिचुएशन देखो ना, दे आर लूजिंग देयर बिजनेस बट स्टिल दे आर थिंकिंग अबाउट यू. सो थिंक अबाउट ऑल दिस वेज. एंड आई विल टेल यू, लाइक, सी, whenever you're working, be selfish to yourself. I'll tell you, work for yourself. कंपनी के लिए मत काम करो. I'll tell you, when I'm working, I don't think about like कंपनी मुझे क्या दे रहा है, नहीं, I'm thinking about myself. If I put in extra efforts, or if I bring about an improvement in this company, or if I bring about an improvement in the job, the company will reward me. Reward me मतलब क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? It reward will be in the form of a position, will be in the form of monetary, correct? ये किसको जाएगा? ये मुझे ही मिलने वाला है, correct? So even the company will not like to lose out a good person.
I think there is some issue on the network from Sir's side. I would request all the students to kindly stay back. So we'll reconnect in next few minutes. Vaibhav, could you please check in the connection of Sir? I think Sir की आवाज नहीं आ रही है. I'll repeat again. There's some technical glitch from Sir's side. So I would request सारे students को कि kindly stay back. So within next few minutes, Sir will join soon, because now we'll be moving towards the most important session, and that would be Q&A session, जहाँ पे आपके सारे questions के we'll be giving the answer. So we'll be answering your questions. Okay,
Hello.
so we can see Sir on the screen. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen once again. I believe you are able to see the screen. Can somebody just tell me yes or no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Hello.
Hello, sir. We can hear you.
Okay,
sir.
great. So I believe we are back on track.
Yes.
So we were discussing about the union strikes and all. Okay. Now coming to the next screen. So ये बहुत important point है सभी के लिए. The best way to appreciate your job is to imagine yourself without one.
Yeah.
Very famous writer has mentioned is Oscar. So what is it? What trying to communicate is कि अगर आपको लग रहा है कि आपका जॉब अगर redundant हो रहा है ऐसे ना, so just think about it, like you should be happy about it that you have a job, appreciate yourself for it. Because if you look outside, there are lots of people who do not have a job and they're struggling to get your job. Honestly, I'll tell you, for example, whenever there is one position in the company, you would see hundreds of people applying for the job. So you can understand कितने लोग job के भूखे हैं बाहर. And you should be glad and you should be appreciating yourself that yes, by thank God, you have a job for yourself and for your family. So when your life gets better, when you do work on yourself and the rest will follow. This is something which I like to tell everyone. Like for example, जब भी आप मेहनत करते हो खुद के लिए मेहनत करो and work hard for yourself. Okay, the moment you start working hard, you get people will start rewarding you, your company will start rewarding you, for they'll recognize your efforts. The moment you get a recognition, efforts and all, जो भी आपको चाहिए, पैसा, position, okay, acknowledgement, everything will come to you. But for that you have to work hard. Without working hard, there is nothing that you can expect. See, जो shortcut हम बोलते हैं, shortcut to success, it does not last long. Okay, वो थोड़े टाइम के लिए कभी चल जाएगा, but not for throughout your career. So I would say choose the right path of working hard. Okay, work hard for yourself and see a successful career. So with this, I would like to wish everyone a successful career and I wish you all the best. Stay blessed.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I must appreciate the points which you have raised out in your presentation. They have particularly helped all the students, not only from the field of pharmaceutical sales, but there are a few generic things which you have explained. Which
Okay,
is going to
Rubia?
help. Yes, yes. Sir, can you hear me? Sir, can you hear me? Am I audible? Vaibhav, please check into this if there is some issue from my side. Sir, can you hear me? Am I audible, sir?
Rubia, I believe you're still with me.
Yes, yes, yes. Vaibhav, please help me with this. I think sir has not been able to hear me.
Sir, is it audible? Jairaj, sir?
Sir, I think you're not been able to hear me. Hello? Sir, am I audible?
Hello? Yes. No, I can't hear her. Yeah. Okay, fine. मैं रीलॉगिन कर लूँ नहीं तो ठीक है, I'll do that. Yeah.
Hello. Okay, so I think student sir will be relogging the session again. So meanwhile, I would request all the students to kindly stay back with us in the session, क्योंकि अभी जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट सेशन है वो आने वाला है, जहाँ पे आपके क्वेश्चंस हम सर के सामने रखेंगे. बिकॉज आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट बीइंग इन थर्ड ईयर और फाइनल ईयर, you students have a lot of questions running across your mind. There are a lot of questions which you want somebody to answer from the industry, and especially when an HR answers your question, it means that comes with the utmost clarity, because ultimately at the end of the day, sir will okay, sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm so
Just
sorry,
a
sir.
technical
Actually, I was
glitch.
there completely all the time, but there was some network glitch, so you could not hear me earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll continue from what I was saying, sir. First of all, I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart, not only from my side, but from the entire team of MPGI, because today you have shared some of the most important insights of industry, which is very much required and necessary by the upcoming generation or upcoming graduates to understand. And also the thing which you have mentioned, that this is a recession-free industry. So all the students must feel very much proud that they have chosen this industry. And now, sir, moving towards the questions, students do have a lot of questions in their minds. So I'll be reading it out one by one on their behalf, and then we would look for an answer from you, sir.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So there is a student from a diploma in pharmacy, and his name is Jatin, and he wants to know कि he's in the second year of diploma, that is the final year. So अगर उसे आगे जाके career बनाना अपना as a medical representative, what are that certain things he should start preparing within himself from now, जो उसे आगे जाके job grab करने में help करेंगे in the field of sales and marketing?
Okay, Jatin, very good thought over here. In fact, you've taken a right decision because you got the DPharm. Or if you're looking for a career into pharmaceutical sales, I would say when you're preparing yourself for this job, couple of things you need to work upon. One is you have to ensure that आपका basics जो है वो आपको आना चाहिए. Okay, stick to your basics about your basic pharmacology. And then coming to, you need to understand what the job profile is. So before you get for this interview, किसी एक MR से पूछ लो, या तो just check on the internet what is the job profile of a medical therapist, उसके कस्टमर्स कौन से होते हैं, किससे मिलना है उससे, और ये प्रोफेशन में कितना टाइम काम करना है आपको. बिकॉज सी दिस इज नॉट अ 9 to 6 काइंड ऑफ अ जॉब. यहाँ पे आपका काम कभी अगर 4 घंटे में अगर हो गया, यू आर लकी इनफ, कभी आपको ज़्यादा टाइम भी लग सकता है. बिकॉज सी आई हैव सीन पीपल वर्किंग हियर who start off their job like probably around 9:30 in the morning and they finish up their job by probably 5 or 6 in the evening. और कभी ऐसा भी होगा कि आप 2-3 घंटे से मॉर्निंग में काम कर रहे हो और दोपहर को काम आपने बंद कर लिया, घर गए, रेस्ट कर लिए, फिर शाम को वापस काम करना पड़े. सो इट्स नॉट अ फिक्स्ड टाइमिंग जॉब. यू हैव टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर ऑल दिस, एंड प्लस you need to have a bike with you, okay? Because this job involves a lot of traveling. अगर आप ये सब चीज़ों से ready हो, then yes, you can easily land yourself with a good job.
Yes, particularly, sir. Sir, also there is one more question which I would like to raise from students' behalf, that how much English as a language is important for the students who are aiming to hold a career in sales, pharma sales. Like if a person who is good enough to communicate but in the native language or in Hindi, but is not good enough to speak English, so how much that is being considered by HR while offering a job to a candidate?
Okay, very good question here. See, if I talk about communication, I don't really expect a person who speaks very good English or probably who's a very good, excellent communication something. No. I want person who even can do a basic communication. That's well enough for me. Let's take, for example, the moment somebody walks into a doctor's cabin and he says he's able to greet the doctor and he's able to read what is there in the literature. For example, अगर एक word लिखा है stomach, okay, if he's pronouncing the word as stomach, it's of course it's funny. ठीक है, अभी इंटेस्टाइन अगर लिखा है उसको इंटेस्टिनस अगर आप प्रोनाउंस कर रहे हो तो फिर ऐसा बंदा मुझे नहीं चलेगा. सो आई एम लुकिंग आउट फॉर पर्सन हु कैन एटलीस्ट प्रोनाउंस बेसिक वर्ड्स जो आपने पढ़ा हुआ है, एटलीस्ट वो तो वर्ड आप पढ़ के तो बता दो अच्छे से, प्रोनाउंस उतना तो कर सकते हो आप, तो बहुत हो गया मेरे लिए.
Yes.
डोंट एक्सपेक्ट कि आपको जो किसी मतलब प्रोफेसर या जो टीवी में आप देखते हो एंकर्स उनकी तरह आपको बोलना ऐसे नहीं है. आपको बेसिक प्रोनाउंस कर लिया बस बहुत हो गया फिर.
Yeah. तो आई थिंक ये क्वेश्चंस बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स के दिमाग में होता है. ऑल्दो फ्यू ऑफ यू हैव रेज दिस क्वेश्चन, बट जो बाकी जिन्होंने ये क्वेश्चन नहीं भी पूछा है उनके दिमाग में क्वेश्चन है. सो आई थिंक सर इटसेल्फ, द पर्सन हु ऑफर्स यू जॉब, द एचआर इटसेल्फ हैज क्लियर्ड दिस वेरी मच आउट कि आप लोगों को जरूरी नहीं है कि इंग्लिश में बहुत फ्लुएंट होना है. इट्स जस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप बेसिक चीजें बोल सके, प्रोनाउंस कर सके, एंड येस यू हैव टू बी कॉन्फिडेंट फॉर योर जॉब. सो थैंक यू वेरी
Yeah,
मच.
Ruby, I would just like to add something more to it. See,
Yeah.
whenever I'm interviewing a MR candidate, believe me, this is what I put across. I have a few words with me, probably about 20 to 30 words, okay, which I put it on the table as those people to read those words. Okay, for example, अगर मैं arthritis लिखा हूँ, diabetes लिखा हूँ, okay, ये words अगर लिखा है जो आपने अपने पढ़ा है, यही वर्ड लिखा है मैंने, वही मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ प्रोनाउंस करे मुझे बस. और फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने आस्किंग समबडी अ क्वेश्चन कि व्हाट इज योर क्वालिफिकेशन और व्हाट इज योर फैमिली बैकग्राउंड. इफ यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड माई क्वेश्चन एंड इफ यू एबल टू आंसर मी इन सिंपल इंग्लिश वर्ड्स कि भाई हु आर देयर इन योर फैमिली, आपके पेरेंट्स क्या कर रहे हैं, पिताजी क्या कर रहे हैं, आप इंग्लिश में थोड़ा सा भी बोल दो ना मेरे लिए बस हो गया. तो अब ये मत सोचो कि मुझे मतलब एकदम हाई फंडा मतलब ग्रामर परफेक्ट ग्रामर वाला इंग्लिश ही, वैसे नहीं. बिकॉज आई अंडरस्टैंड व्हेन यू आर वर्किंग इन द फील्ड, वहां पे आपके साथ डॉक्टर्स जो है पूरे इंग्लिश में नहीं बात करेंगे. देयर इज ओनली अ फ्यू कंसल्टेंट्स व्हिच आर लाइक टॉप नॉच कंसल्टेंट हु वुड स्पीक टू इन इंग्लिश. रेस्ट योर नॉर्मल प्रैक्टिशनर लाइक जीपी बोलते हैं हम जिसे, ये आपके साथ नॉर्मल लोकल लैंग्वेज में ही बात करेंगे. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू डिटेलिंग ऑफ योर ब्रांड, जो आप डिटेलिंग करोगे वहां पे आपका चॉइस नहीं है, आपको हिंदी में नहीं ट्रांसलेट कर सकते. आप जो लिखा है वो तो बोलना ही पड़ेगा आपको इंग्लिश में उतना. ठीक है.
Yes, probably, sir. Also, sir, moving to the next question, as you have mentioned that when somebody gets themselves into pharma sales, so it is not necessary that they have to be there in the sales for lifetime. They can particularly transition if they wish to. So, sir, मेरा question यही आपसे है that if a student or if any, for that matter, any person who start off their career as a pharmaceutical rep and later on wants to get into HR profile, तो उसके लिए उन्हें क्या qualification, अगर if they are B.Pharm candidate and they are having a good experience in terms of work profile but they do not have a master's degree or management degree, so can that candidate be considered for the role of HR, या फिर उस candidate को फिर MBA pursue करना पड़ेगा if they want to make a transition?
Okay, रुबिया, मैं अपना पोल खोल देता हूँ यहाँ पे. चलो ठीक है. I'll tell you something. If somebody asks me about my qualification, I have just done a BSc in chemistry along with a GNIT in computers. Okay, nowhere I have done anything which is related to HR. Yes. However, if today I'm working as a senior HR manager, so how exactly I have landed myself here? I do not have a degree, but still I'm in HR. So what really HR wants is somebody who has got good communication, somebody who can handle people, somebody who has got the people leadership skills, and somebody who can handle people management जो बोलते हैं. अगर आप ये कर सकते हो, demonstrate कर सकते हो, you are good enough.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. So thank you so much, sir. I think बहुत सारे students का confidence boost हुआ होगा अभी कि student, it's not about higher education. You have to have an experience. You have to be a dedicated employee to your organization, and then all doors are yours. All success is yours. So thank you so much, sir. अपनी
और एक बात मैं आपको ऐड करना चाहूँगा यहाँ पे. For people who feel कि भाई सिर्फ qualification जरूरत नहीं, ऐसा नहीं. I'm not saying this. See, qualification is also required. But you should be able to use that qualification. For example, today when I look at a MBA guys, okay, जो जैसे कि कुछ डिग्रीज आपको कैसे कहीं से मिल जाते हैं, for example, without going to college or probably just like through some means you've got a certificate. See, that is no value for you. I would say it doesn't hold any value.
Yes.
अगर आपको सही में कुछ MBA करना है या आपको एजुकेशन लेना है, आपको आप उसको नॉलेज रखना चाहिए आपके पास. अगर वो नॉलेज नहीं है आपके पास, उसका यूज सर्टिफिकेट आपका यूज कुछ नहीं है. Tomorrow, if suppose even if you have done a Pharm D, that's a doctor of pharmacy, करने के बाद भी अगर आपको कुछ नॉलेज नहीं है फार्मेसी का, तो you can imagine like आप कुछ वैल्यू नहीं है फिर तो उसका. But without doing a Pharm D, somebody has got potential knowledge. I would say I would rank that person more because he has gained that knowledge through some means. Yes. Correct? Irrespective. Yes. See, he has not done a formal education, but probably he must have taken some books or probably online जाके उसने अपने आप को जो बोलते हैं ना नॉलेज की भूख होती है, उसको उसने ग्रैब करके उसने सीख लिया है बहुत कुछ. बट येस, ही डज नॉट हैव अ सर्टिफिकेट टू प्रूव, बट येस हिज नॉलेज इज देयर. इधर आपके पास सर्टिफिकेट्स होने चाहिए जो नॉलेज के साथ होना चाहिए, तो फिर अगर नहीं है तो एटलीस्ट नॉलेज तो होना चाहिए कैसे भी.
Absolutely, definitely, sir. Completely agree. Sir, one more question, and this is a very important question, not only for the sales students who are willing to make their career in sales? This is a general question for all the fresher candidates. So this is one painful circle which I'll be sharing with you. Yesterday, I went through a quote or particularly a post in LinkedIn wherein a circle was mentioned, and in that circle, two things were written. It was, I cannot get a job because I do not have an experience. Because I do not have an experience, I cannot get a job. So sir, this is what is happening. कि मैं अगर बात करूँ 50% या 70% वैकेंसीज आ रही हैं, जिसमें से आई वुड से 60% जो रिक्रूटर्स है, दे आर लुकिंग फॉर एक्सपीरियंस कैंडिडेट्स, बी इट 6 months एक्सपीरियंस और 1 year एक्सपीरियंस. सो वी टॉक अबाउट फ्रेशर कैंडिडेट्स. अगर अनटिल एंड अनलेस कोई कंपनी उन्हें अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं देगी, वो स्टूडेंट्स एक्सपीरियंस कहाँ से लाएंगे? इन दैट केस, व्हाट इज योर सजेशन और व्हाट इज योर गाइडेंस टू दैट कैंडिडेट कि किस तरह से वो स्टूडेंट्स कुछ एक्सपीरियंस ले सके, सो दैट एटलीस्ट दे कैन लैंड अप in a good position, or at least they can start their career from somewhere?
Okay, very valid question here, Rubia. See, again, to answer this question, I'll tell you, it depends from company to company. For example, certain companies, वहाँ पे उनका एक hard and fast requirement रहता है. They want experienced people only.
Yes.
If that is ingrained in their SOP, they'll not break their SOP for somebody. Okay, but however, there are certain companies which is open for freshers as well as experienced people. अभी यहाँ पे कैसा होता है ना, फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हेन आई एम इंटरव्यूइंग पीपल, ऑल्दो आई मे से आई एम लुकिंग फॉर पीपल विद 6 months ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस, और उस इंटरव्यूज में अगर इफ somebody a fresher comes up and he displays good communication, he displays good knowledge to me, of course I'll select this guy. Okay, तो इसमें क्या होता है, you need to have an upper edge जो बोलते हैं हम. अगर एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है तो क्या हो गया, बट यू हैव दैट नॉलेज. आप अगर जाके बता सकते हो कि यस आई हैव दैट नॉलेज, आप आंसर दे सकते हो, आपको जॉब के बारे में पता है, आई वुड से नोबडी वुड से नो टू यू. ओके, अभी रहा बात ये एक्सपीरियंस पीपल के बारे में, सेइंग दैट एक्सपीरियंस अगर है तो भी जॉब नहीं मिल रहा है. आई गिव अ क्लासिक एग्जांपल टू दिस. नाउ फॉर एग्जांपल, व्हेन आई एम इंटरव्यूइंग कैंडिडेट्स, मैं अगर बोल रहा हूँ कि मुझे एमआर लेवल का बंदा चाहिए, एंड समबडी हैड एन एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ 5 years or 6 years कम्स फॉर अ जॉब, ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग आई विल नॉट टेक दिस गाय. Because reflecting on my presentation, if you noticed, I want people who are ambitious. I want people who can see themselves growing. जो बंदा अगर 6 साल से अगर एक ही जगह पे अगर रुका हुआ है, now tell me what value add is going to bring to the table for me. He's going to come here, do the same job, वहीं पे रहेगा, एंड में फिर ये बोलेगा भाई कंपनी में ग्रोथ नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है करके. Plus he's going to like watch the minds of other people also. I won't prefer somebody like this. I want somebody who's very dynamic, जो बोलता है yes मुझे grow करना है and is ready to put in his efforts. ऐसे बंदों को हम जॉब देंगे. So ये assumption हो जाता है. आप ये मत सोचना कि एक्सपीरियंस कैसे जॉब नहीं मिल रहा है, ऐसी बात नहीं है. It depends upon you कि आप अपने आप को कैसे पोर्ट्रे करो, आप अपने आप को किस तरह से, मतलब जो बोल रहे हैं ना, जो मतलब मोल्ड कैसे कर रहे हो अपने आप को, उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है पूरा.
Right, absolutely, sir, absolutely. So coming to the next question by Ayush Pranjal, and this is very interesting question. I think he has represented the feelings of all the students who are here. He has asked the question, sir, can we have this opportunity of having Ajanta Pharma at our college for a campus recruitment in future? And how can we have this opportunity of getting placed in your organization, sir?
Okay, very good. See, I would definitely love to be at the campus, and in fact, when I was working with Alembic Pharma,
Yes.
I had the opportunity to be there at Maharana Pratap campus. In fact, very good campus. बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे आने के बाद में. In fact, if you remember, like Rubia also knows me. Like हम morning से लेके काफी time तो बैठे थे, interviews ले रहे थे वहाँ पे. And
Yes.
see, in fact, I would really like to go back and have the same experience again. Even I'm also looking forward. But because of this pandemic situation right now, like we have actually put a hold on on the campus recruitments and all. So right now, if you look, like campus recruitment कोई भी नहीं कर रहा है अभी because of this current situation, ongoing situation. But yes, the moment the situation eases and probably the traveling begins, then probably you can see myself over there as well.
Thank you so much, sir. It has been so kind and so generous of you to say that, sir. So with this, I think we have generally landed up to the end of the questions. And one last question, sir. This is just for my personal knowledge. I would want to ask, sir, is there anything or some sort of experience a students can gain while they are still gaining their B.Pharm or D.Pharm degree? For example, अगर हम बात करें दूसरे profiles की, clinical research में अगर किसी student को जाना है, they can do some sort of certification course, they can add up some values. But अगर किसी student को sales में जाना है, तो क्या वो स्टूडेंट जब अपना बी फार्म कर रहा हो फाइनल ईयर में, वो किसी तरह की इंटर्नशिप कर सके किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में या फील्ड में काम कर सके जिससे एटलीस्ट उसको 1 मंथ या 3 मंथ का काम का एक्सपीरियंस हो, जिससे कंपनी में भी उसकी एक वैल्यू बने जब वो अपना सीवी प्रेजेंट करे, रेज्यूमे प्रेजेंट करे? कैन वी प्लान समथिंग ऑफ दिस सॉर्ट, और एनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विल हेल्प अस विद दिस?
सी फर्स्ट थिंग इज यहाँ पे ना इंटर्नशिप ऐसा चलता नहीं है सेल्स में, बिकॉज
right.
यहाँ पे ये बिजनेस इज दिस बिजनेस इज कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट. यहाँ पे योर बिजनेस इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम योर रिलेशनशिप्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई एक एमआर जब डॉक्टर से जाके मिलता है, सी देखो डॉक्टर है ना 1 या 2 विजिट पे बिजनेस नहीं देता है आपको. इट टेक्स मंथ्स टुगेदर फॉर अ पर्सन टू कन्वर्ट अ डॉक्टर. यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड एक मार्केट में there are thousands of companies in the market and मेडिकल रैप जो 1 या 2 मेडिकल रैप्स नहीं मिलते डॉक्टर्स को आजकल. You would see 50 to 100 medical reps waiting outside the clinic to meet the doctor. और वहाँ पे आपको अगर इंप्रेशन जमाना है या डॉक्टर से रिलेशन करना है, टाइम लगता है उसमें. सो 3 मंथ्स में अगर ये इंटर्नशिप की बात अगर हम करते हैं तो वहाँ पे क्या होता है कि लड़का आया, रिलेशन बिल्ड करने की कोशिश करा, उतने में फिर वो चला भी गया. तो यानी कि बिजनेस कंपनी को बिजनेस आ नहीं रहा है उसमें. However, there are certain companies which are getting into this mode. तो यहाँ पे क्या करते हैं वो लोग, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई ऑलरेडी हैव 1 person वर्किंग, सो व्हाट आई विल डू इज आई टेक 1 more एक्स्ट्रा पर्सन, put him into I'll give him a small headquarter. वहाँ पे कैसे है फिर वो ये लड़का छोटे 50 या 100 डॉक्टर्स को ही से मिलेगा रोज. ऑलमोस्ट ही गिव्स देम कंटिन्यूस विजिट्स. सो जो लोग जो 6 महीने में जो विजिट देते थे, ये लड़का 2 या 3 महीने विजिट्स उतना दे देगा. Because he has a small chunk of doctors he has to meet and then he is able to generate business. But ये जो सिस्टम अभी तक कॉमन नहीं हुआ है across the industry. It's only certain set of companies have got into it.
Right.
Now, for those people who are genuinely interested to gain some experience, I'll tell you how it can be done. For example, अगर आपके पास कोई फ्रेंड सर्कल में या आपके कोई सीनियर्स है जो आपके कैंपस से निकले हुए जो एक्सपीरियंस एमआर की तरह काम कर रहे हैं, आई वुड से जस्ट कॉल देम अप और उनको बोलो कैन आई बडी अप विद यू फॉर अ फ्यू डेज. 1 हफ्ता उनके साथ आप ट्रैवल करो. आप समझ जाओगे कि जॉब कैसा है, डॉक्टर से मिलना क्या है, क्या ब्रांड बताते हो, कैसे बात करते हैं. आप बहुत कुछ सीख जाओगे 1 हफ्ते 2 हफ्ते में साथ में काम करने से. अभी आप सोचोगे कि भाई ऐसा क्यों कर रहा हूँ मैं. देखो फर्स्ट थिंग इज द मोमेंट यू सिट विद एंड फॉर एन इंटरव्यू विद मी एंड समबडी टेल्स मी कि सर टू गेन सम एक्सपीरियंस आई वेंट अलॉन्ग विद माय फ्रेंड एंड मेट दीज डॉक्टर्स, आई वर्कड इन दिस एरिया एंड आई वाज डिटेलिंग दिस ब्रांड. अगर आप ऐसा कोई लड़का मुझे आके बोलता है तो आप समझ सकते हो मुझे उसका इंटरेस्ट समझ में आता है कितना इंटरेस्ट है उसमें.
Yes.
That shows his passionate. Yes, he's like so much interested to get into this profession that he has used his resources of getting acquainted and getting into the field to understand the business, how the business works. पूरा काम समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हो. And for me, this person is much more valuable than an experienced guy. क्योंकि इसका passion driven ही लड़का. इसमें इसका इनिशिएटिवनेस आ जाता है, इसका रिसोर्सफुलनेस आ जाता है, इसका थॉट मतलब जो एनालिटिकल थिंकिंग रहता है, भाई मुझे अगर कुछ चाहिए तो मुझे किस तरह से अप्रोच करना है. एवरीथिंग कम्स इनटू प्लेस. सो दिस इवन फॉर यू पीपल, लाइक फॉर दोज पीपल लुकिंग फॉर इंटर्नशिप, ये मत सोचो कि पैसे कमाने हैं उस टाइम पे 2-3 महीने के लिए. ऐसे सोचो कि आपको एक्सपीरियंस गेन करना है. यू जस्ट रीच आउट टू योर सीनियर्स एंड दे विल हेल्प यू आउट विद दिस. एंड पॉसिबली आई जस्ट कीप माई फिंगर्स क्रॉस एंड आई होप कि वेरी सून द फार्मा इंडस्ट्री गेट्स इनटू दिस मोड जहाँ पे आपको इंटर्नशिप प्रोवाइड कर लिया जाए सबको ऐसे. थॉट प्रोसेस वैसे ही होगा. एक चीज मैं बताना चाहता हूँ, यहाँ पे अगर 6 months का इंटर्नशिप अगर होगा ना, पॉसिबली इट्स गोइंग टू बी विन विन सिचुएशन फॉर बोथ यू एज वेल एज फॉर द कंपनी. क्योंकि 3 महीने इज लाइक अ वेरी शॉर्ट पीरियड. 3 महीने में आप आओगे, कुछ सीखोगे, नॉलेज जब बाद आप तुरंत निकल भी जाओगे तब तक. बट 6 महीने बोल सकता हूँ कि हाँ 1 महीना आपने कुछ सीखा है, बाद में आपने कुछ काम किया एंड कंपनी हैज गॉट सम बेनिफिट आउट ऑफ इट. Until there is not a win-win situation, nobody would like to invest something, correct?
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. So I would say, sir, thank you so much. You have really helped me with some great ideas, and not only to me, to my students also. So students of final year B Farm and D Farm, I think sir ने आपके साथ एक success mantra बहुत अच्छा share कर दिया है. Go and reach out to your seniors, work with them, not for the money, for the experience. Go outside and see how things work out, and definitely you are going to get success in your career, and you're definitely going to land yourself into a good organization. And also, as sir has promised, that soon we overcome this pandemic, we can certainly host sir at our campus. So we are very much eagerly looking forward to that time as well. And once again, sir, on behalf of entire team of MPJ, I would like to express my gratitude to you for your time, for your guidance, and certainly we continuously look forward to your guidance in future as well, sir.
So likewise, the pleasure is mine to be here. And in fact, it's nice to be getting acquainted once again with MPGI. In fact, it brings me a lot of good fond memories, I would say, about the campus we had. और अपने जो ठगू के लड्डू जो आप लोग ने दिए थे मुझे I still remember. It was like a good experience at the end. And yes, for all the students, before I wind up this session, I'd just like to tell you two things before I say thank you to you all. One is, when it comes to knowledge and experience, please share this with everyone. Okay, जैसे मैंने कहा था, collaborate कीजिए. Just keep sharing this information with everyone. इसमें क्या आपको भी फायदा है, दूसरों को भी फायदा होगा. But when it comes to working, be selfish. Work hard. I would say work hard for yourself. Work hard. Improvement अपने आप में लाओ. The moment you work hard, you bring about an improvement in yourself. आप growth मिलेगा, आपको success मिलेगा. बस यही आप follow कीजिए and everything should be good for you. So have a successful career. May God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Pleasure having you here, sir.
Same
Thank
here.
you, sir. Have a good day.
Yeah, wish you the same. Bye. Thanks everyone.
And thank you so much for students also. And until again, as I say, that until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you so much.